class 9. How are you all? I hope you're very good at your home. Class 9, we will be continuing with our chapter number 6, that was partnership. Before the summer break, we started this chapter, partnership, right? So this is on page number 3333. You can follow 33 page number for this. Alright, so what we did in this was that we started with partnership meaning. We did features of partnership. We did certain merits and demerits of partnership. Now in this what we'll do partnership deed or partnership agreement, right? We'll start with partnership deed, or it is also known as partnership agreement, right? Now earlier also I have discussed this thing with you that whenever two people get into a partnership process, into a partnership activity, there is always agreement, there is always a deed, or I can also say that there is always a contract, right? There is always a contract between two people, correct? These are two people, so there will always be a deed between these two people that yes, we are ready to carry forward all the business activities, or yes, we are ready to carry forward all the transactions, we are ready to share the profits and losses, right? So the deed that will be done, the agreement, the mutual consent that will be carried between two people will be known as a partnership deed or a partnership agreement, right? Now why this deed and why this agreement or contract is important? See, partnership involves money. It involves what? It involves money. Wherever money is involved, there are high chances of fraud, there are high chances of cheating, there are high chances of backstabbing, there are high chances of misleading the documents and the transactions. So what happens is that in order to maintain that secrecy, in order to maintain that liability, in order to maintain that that confidence between two people, what happens is that people or partners, they come into a contract, right? They go to the court or they call their lawyer or any authoritative body at their place, and they sign all the documents, they sign all the agreements, they sign all the formalities, so that the formalities are as a proof that yes, these two people have come together to form into a business activity or to carry forward some business activities and monetary transactions, and therefore they are liable to each other and they are not liable to do any type of frauds or any types of cheatings, right? So therefore this partnership deed or agreement is done, and it is very important as well, right? Now, partnership can be formed only through an agreement between two or more persons. This agreement may be oral or it may be written. In a written agreement is preferable. Now see, these agreement can be, this agreement can be, it can be oral also, right? And it can be written also. This agreement can be oral also and this agreement can be written also. But more, we prefer more what is written agreement, right? Why? Because it acts as a proof, right? It acts as a proof, and it is also important for our future. Proof as a document, right? It is as a document for future, right? It acts as a document for future. your money. You do not have to worry about the transactions that you are doing. You do not have to worry about the other person that will he run away with your money or not. Why? Because once you enter into an agreement, once you enter into a written agreement, that is legal, right? That is legal, and there are very less chances of cheatings and misunderstandings. So now what happens? What generally comes under this partnership deed? Naturally, it will be clear to you that it should be clear to you that whenever we enter into a document, whenever we fill any form, if you also fill any form, what comes the first is, it comes your name. So what will come over here? The name of the firm will come over here, right? Firm name will come over here, so that we understand that what firm is entering into any sort of partnership deed or agreement. Then comes nature, right? Then comes nature of the business. Nature of the business means that what type of business activity is being carried by those two people, those two partners. What are they actually doing? What are they sharing? What are they selling? What are they buying? What activity actually they are into, right? The next will be the principal place. Place of business. What is the place of business? Is it national? It is international? What type of place the partners actually have to do this partnership activity. Then comes duration, right? That for how long the partnership deed is active, for how long the agreement has been done, right? Is it done for a year, for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? So the time is mentioned as well, that for this much time we are into a partnership agreement, and we will be doing all the things according to that. And then there will be name and addresses of the partners, means details of the partners. Then lastly comes the details of partners, right? So this is what these are few important details that are mentioned in the partnership deed or that are mentioned in the partnership agreement. Right, that there will be the firm name, there will be the nature of the business, place of the business, there will be duration, details of the partners will be there. Right. Now next we come registration of a partnership. Now it is also very important that we register the partnership. Right. It is very important that we register the partnership. Now see what happens. Okay, the partnership registration is done, and though it has a lot of formalities to discuss, but we will not be doing that. Procedure for registration is very simple, that the registration of a firm is a simple process. In order to get itself registered, a partnership firm must submit a statement in the prescribed form along with the prescribed fee to the registrar of the firms, right? The statement should contain the following particulars. There should be some particulars that should be filled, like the name of the firm should be there, then the principal place of the business should be there, names of other places where the firm carries on business activities, then the date when each partner joined the firm, then what is the date when each partner they joined the firm, the names in full and permanent addresses, permanent address should be there, full name should be there, duration of the partnership. The same process is there as we did in the partnership agreement, right? Now next we have is types of partners, and this is very important. We have type of partner. First type of partner we have is partnership. Types of partnership. First we have is general partnership. Right, general partnership. Now in a general partnership, the liability of each partner is unlimited. General partnership means that partnership without any deed, without any agreement, or if the agreement is there, then that agreement is not under any authority, under any government authorities, right? They have just gone to a nearby forum or court, and then they just have got that stamp paper issued in name of their partnership, and then they are doing their business, right? Second is, this is very important, limited liability partnership, right? Limited liability partnership. Now, limited partnership is not allowed in India under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. The chief characteristics is, now this type of partnership is though not allowed in India because there are some features. Now the features can be that it is separate legal identity, it is much more stable. So this is not allowed in India under the Partnership Act of 2008 because because over here maybe the circumstances does not suit this type of partnership. So that is why we do not do this type of partnership is not allowed over here in India. Then the third one is partnership at will. Now partnership at will says that, now as the word itself is clear that partnership, it is a partnership, it is formed for an identified period, okay? Indefinite period it is. The time period of the purpose of the firm is not mentioned at the time of its formation. At the will means that the time is not mentioned over here. It is according to you. You can extend the timings of this type of firm, or you can just shorten the time period. Means according to your will, you can extend and you can contract the time of this type of partnership. You can manage this type of, you can manage the nature of this type of partnership according to you, whether you want to extend it or you want to dissolve this type of partnership. It is on you. If the partners, they want to quit this type of partnership, they can also quit this type of partnership, right? If they want to extend the time period of this partnership, they can even extend the time period of this type of partnership. Now fourth is, and this is the last one, particular partnership. Particular partnership means that it is a partnership formed for a specific time period or to achieve a specified object. It is automatically dissolved on the expiry of the specific period or on the completion of the specific purpose for which it is formed. Right. Now next we come is types of partners. Right. Next we come is types of partners. Now the first type of partner is active partner or working partner. Right. Second is sleeping partner or dormant partner. Right. Sleeping or dormant partner. Then we have secret partner. Right. Then we have is limited partner. Okay. Now we are also revising all these partners because we have done this earlier also. So we are kind of revising also. Fifth is minor as a partner. So this means active partners, what I have already told you in the previous video also, I have mentioned all these types of partners, that active partner is the one who takes active participation in all the activities of the partnership. Sleeping or dormant partner is one who is not active but he takes a non-active part in the partnership. Secret partner is a partner who is a partner of the partnership firm, but his name, his identity is not revealed, is not public. Limited partner is that his liabilities will be limited, his transactions, his activities will be limited in that partnership activity or in that partnership type of an organization. And then minor as a partner means that person is minor. He is below 18 years of age, but still he is performing all these activities of partnership as a partner, right? Now these were the types of partners, right? Now at the end, I'll try to mention some of the pictures relating to the books. Okay. Now the next chapter that we have is joint stock company. I'll just give you a little brief of this joint stock company. That what is this joint stock company? Now this joint stock company is an artificial legal person which is created by law. Right? It is an artificial legal person which is created by law, and it has a separate legal identity. Right? Though this is not coming in your first term in the examination, but we have to start with a new chapter. So that is why I thought of making a revision video on partnership, so that it gets a little revised and you just get to know what the terms are. Right? So in the next video definitely we'll start with this joint stock company. So I'm giving a little brief of this chapter. The joint stock company is a company which is created by law, okay, and it has its own identity. It is created by law, and only the law can bring it to an end, right? So this is joint stock company. We'll do it in the next video. Till then, the partnership, which is very important chapter, and I hope this was clear to you, and I'll catch you in the next video.